Hey,
Yeah, welcome. The rebuttal entertainment in full effect. Lou hype, the Cowboys winning, but we're talking about boxing. It is what it is, man. What's up, Lou?
what's up, champ, man? This is the first time in a while, man, that we did a back-to-back, fella. I don't know about you, but I had my energy drink. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk about this fight, these fights that happened yesterday, and I'm just ready to go, man. This is a back-to-back episode in one day. Big fella, let's go. Let's get it.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go, champ. I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go, man. What you think about the fight? Tell them.
Oh man, you know what? I would love to hear some music before I do that,
All
man. Can I
right,
can I,
all right,
can I
I
hear a
got
little?
you. You know what
All
I
right,
mean? Boxing
yeah,
Tuesday is in here. He ready to go too. All
that's right. Let's go.
right, I'll let you hear your music, man.
All right.
You give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, baby. If you give it, you know I.
you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. I can talk a little better when I hear that music, baby. I can talk a little better.
How
Um,
are you doing, fam? Good to see you. We good, boxing through. How you doing, champ?
what's up, boxing enthusiast? We knew you was gonna be first in line, baby. We knew that.
Yeah, his boy won. He over there, so he should
Yeah,
be rich right about now.
exactly. And I know he is ready to go, just like me, man. First of all, I want to give credit to both fighters, man. We witnessed an epic heavyweight fight last night, man. So whatever it is that you saying negative about the fight, don't come with it today because you're gonna get your ass chewed out. This was a great fight, and I think every boxing fan in the world will consider that as one of the best fights ever. So with that being said, I felt like Wilder just tired out. I think the mass and just the oversize of Fury just wore him down, and you can see it in his
Dude, the
eyes.
math ain't got nothing to do with it no more,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I just think that it was the size and the skill of Fury, man, that just wore him down over rounds, man. Because if you look at the third or fourth round, he was dead. He was dead in the water, man. The way that Fury was able to set him up straight down the pipe consistently, it was just a matter of time before he got his man.
Yeah, you right, man. I mean, hey, much love Fury. What I tell you yesterday, Luke, the guy who had the better what, who's in shape,
Yeah, who was in shape?
is
Whoever
going to
gassed
win.
out first was gonna lose. Yep.
And
And
that's what happened, man. But man, hell of a fight. Congratulations, Tyson Fury. He did what he supposed to do. Sometimes people got your card, man. You know what I mean? You know, Wilder came in, did what he had to do, man. But after the fourth round, his legs was gone. You know
yep.
what I mean? Um, Bob Studer say Wilder really is a dog. Man, respect to both guys for a great fight.
Yep. Five knockdowns, man. Five knockdowns in one heavyweight fight.
Exactly.
That's unheard of, man. And for
Exactly.
both of them, and just think both fighters got off the canvas and was able to finish the round and got themselves together and came back out and won the first half of the round in which they got knocked down in after. So it was just epic, man. I don't even know where to start, man. It was just an epic night for boxing, man. These are the fights that will bring boxing back up to that to that top episode. You know what I'm saying? Fights like this. This is what makes boxing,
You right. You right. Man, I tell you, man, it was an epic one. Real look, Lou, real back to back. She must miss somebody.
She
Hey,
missed this.
guys.
Hey,
No,
Maria,
no,
how you doing, baby?
no, we ain't talking about that shit. No, we talking about that shit
Yeah,
nowadays.
let's stick to script. Let's
Oh, it
stick to
is
the
gonna be
script,
stuck
baby.
to.
Yeah,
You in the real. Malik made some great adjustments. Yeah, he did. He
he
did some great
did.
adjustments. Wilder didn't he didn't abide by it. He stopped and went back to his old self, but he still was fighting good, but his legs were gone. Man,
Yeah.
like your man Luke, what's my man that fought Floyd Mayweather, the MMA guy, Conor McGregor said.
Conor McGregor.
He said when you fighting a guy that 50, 60 pounds weigh more than you, man, it's a hard task to do. And he said he commended Wilder. It's a hell of a fight. He said he really enjoyed both of them. Lou, I did too, Lou. That was, and Lou, I'm old, man. I'm 51. Man, that one of the best fights I ever seen, man. I mean, 5 times knocked down. Champ got up. Both of them got up. Fury got up. Champ got up again. Hey, Lou, and at the end of the fight, boxing enthusiast, when Tyson Fury finally knocked him out, he still got up. The ref
got up.
Ah, man. Wilder said, I can finish it. Man,
Yeah.
that dude got a heart of a lion, boy.
Yeah, he does, man.
They're the type of people you take in the alley with you. You know what I mean? Look, I might switch it. Well, I might take me, Wilder, Thanos, Goku, and Godzilla.
He just said Thanos, but yeah, I gotta go with you on that, man. Heart of a lion, man. He showed true heart, because if you watch the fight from the 4th round on, he was just a laying duck up there, and he was able to get back into the fight with that one shot, man, that just knocked Fury down, man. To be able to muster that after you've been getting your ass hit by a guy that big, and then he was laying on him with all that weight, man. And kudos to Wilder, man.
That's right. He was taking it though, Lou. You just figure any other guy probably would have been knocked down more than 3 times. You know what I mean? And man, he fought like a champion, man, and I commend him, man. And hopefully he just sit back. He ain't got to fight no more, really. You know what I mean? But he probably do. You know what I mean? He probably come back and fight somebody. But right now, Lou, man, the haters is hating right now, boy. I mean, it's a shame how everybody is so 50-50 on the fight. People talking shit because what he said about Mark Brilliant. Man, Mark Brilliant don't even care. Why these dudes care? This
Right.
was just me, man. You know what I mean? Wilder should have came in the same way as the first fight, but had the same game plan.
Exactly.
I totally agree. Or he should have came in like 228. Yeah, in the first fight, he was 225. He should have came in about 228, man, and left it at that, man. Top heavy, man, ruined it for him in the later rounds. Fair play to Fury. He is elite. Fury the best out there.
Yeah,
like
he the best. Yeah.
Fury saying number 2. He's being Wilder. That's it. Yeah, you go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, like I like what Max Kellerman said. He said nobody else is beating Wilder that night but Fury. And that sums it up. You just lost to a bigger guy. He just better all around. He's bigger. He has better IQ. He boxes better. He's just all around better boxer, man, better fighter. And the only fighter that was going to beat Wilder that night was Fury. Wilder made adjustments. If you look at, he came out, the first couple of rounds, and you could see that Malik was teaching him the right stuff. Hitting the arm, hitting the shoulders, whenever you get close to him, don't let him slide. Every time you close, hit something. Let them know you there, and it worked for a couple of rounds. So I did see what Malik was giving to him, the instructions and stuff, especially in the corner. When they came to the corner after the round was over, he was able to get through to Wilder, and Wilder came out and responded. So for kudos to Malik Scott too, man. Get credit on all around the board, man. All Sugar Hill, everybody had a great game plan, but it was Fury's game that prevailed. So that's what I think.
It was Fury game plan that prevailed, huh, Lou?
Yes, yeah, big time.
Yeah, I kudos that, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes everybody be like, well, you got to follow the same game plan, man. Man, sometimes the shit is harder said than done when a dude 300 pounds banging on your ass and you got them little skinny legs, man. You top heavy. You know what I mean? Like boxing through the same, man. You know what I mean? But, we say all that. He still was in that joint for 11 rounds.
11 rounds, man.
11 rounds. What more can he do, Lou?
I know, because I remember when we was talking last night after the fight, you said, you sure it wasn't 9 or 10? I said, no, it was 11. He made it 11 rounds, man. 11? He made it 11.
One more round. He still would have lost, but he would have finished it. He was trying his best too. He tried to convince that ref. Ref like, nah, champ.
Yeah, you feel face first, man, like Apollo Creed, Joe. I got to stop this.
And still rolled over and tried to get up. Man, where you get that heart from, dude? You know what I mean? They came in a good game plan. Some of it they should have just thought about. But, you never know until you get in the ring and see what's going to happen, man. Shoot,
exactly.
Man, he was top heavy. I told you he was looking like He-Man.
Yeah, he was, man. He looked like Booker T, like I said, man. He looked like Booker T, man. Too much muscle, man. But at the end of the day, the better man won. I'm not even going to calculate that mass to anything. It probably had a little bit to do with it. Yeah, the muscle mass on
I thought you
Wilder.
were talking about the mask.
No, not the mass. No, the mass.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah, the mass.
The muscle mass.
Yeah, the muscle mass.
There you go.
Yeah. So I just feel like hey man, it was a good fight, man. Anyway, you chop it up.
We can't just stop saying it. Talking, you know, it is what it is, man.
I think Wilder should take some time off, man. I think he should take some time off and just reconsider, because he took a lot of punches last night, big fella.
Yeah,
he took a lot of punches, man.
I wouldn't come back to next September. Almost a year. Take all year off. Get your body right. You know what I mean? Spend time with that pretty wife of yours.
Yeah, they can show her. I was
hey, look, what I say all the time, you might get your ass whooped, but when you go home, it's a sight for sore eyes, baby.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But anyway, man, if you're all in here, I see a lot of people in here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you don't mind right now. Hit it. Tell a friend, come subscribe, because we're moving on up, man. Tell us what you think about the fight. It's fight night. We're going to talk about everything, the whole card. But right now, we're on this main card right here. The best heavyweight fight you've seen in Foreman and Lloyd, Loud, whoever it was. That's what
exactly, man. 5 knockdowns. One thing that I will say is during the fight, after the second round, Fury went to his corner, and Sugar Hill said they were so relaxed. They was like, okay, yeah, he might have won the first 2 rounds. And the first thing he said was, you see that feint and straight down the pike is working for us. He said, you had him. You should have had him. And that's when I realized that the complexion of the fight was about to change, because Wilder was basically in a bad position where Fury was landing it straight down the pike. Easily. Yeah. Whenever he did it. He didn't do it much.
He wasn't doing nothing. The movement he was doing and none of that stuff, man. It's like he forgot all about it after the 4th round. But when you got Godzilla leaning on your ass all day long, man, he looked he could start getting tired. Even Clarissa Shields said the same thing I said, man. They looked like he was dead, man. I mean, dead tired, man, after the 4th, 5th round, man. I mean, that's crazy, Luke. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think he needs to do more road work, more jogging, man. You know what I mean? He needs to do more jogging. He don't run that much. He jog, but he don't do it as much. You know what I mean? He need to hit the mountains, go up in the Poconos, go up in Denver, Colorado, man. Get that good air. You know what I mean? That air gonna make you go them round. Yeah, man. That's he never do. He don't do that.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? You got to change things up if you're gonna continue. He's 34, about to be 35 years old now. You know what I mean? And can't nobody whoop him though, but Fury. You know, that's the only person can whoop him. You see bum ass F-ass job. I'm getting on all these dudes.
Oh, yeah, that shit is crazy.
You better come by my mute button. Hey, you better come by the mute button, man. But yeah, man, these fans. And all right, this is what I'm gonna get on, Lou. The people who still in their motherfucking feelings about Deontay Wilder said about Mark Breland. Man, fuck Mark Breland. Let me say it again. Fuck Mark Breland. Y'all getting in y'all feeling about that stuff, and he don't even care. Move on, dude. He said what he said. Y'all want a grown man. Y'all gonna try to tell a grown ass man to go apologize. Man, that man ain't gonna apologize. Why y'all still saying that? And Lou, I said this, and people, I don't know, they got mad at me on Twitter and stuff like that. But this, I said this, Lou. Everybody said Mark Breland ain't do it. He ain't spiked the water, whatnot. We don't know what happened. We really don't know. Then they say he's a gracious man. He's a how do you know? There's a lot of gracious murderers and rapists out there, Lou, who never been to jail and squeaky clean, and they
never got caught.
You know what I mean? And never got caught. But nah, Mark Breland, why? Because he's black. He's squeaky clean. There's a lot of rapists squeaky clean, raping people. There's a lot of murderers murdering people, squeaky clean. Don't got a record. Don't got nothing. So y'all stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder don't apologize to no motherfucking body. And I ain't got no horse in the race. You know what I mean? But you said what you said. That's the end of it. Move on. If they want to apologize, tell them motherfuckers to apologize. Tell Paulie Black to apologize. That's what, you know what I mean? I'm calling your asses out now. Come on, Brit. Oh, everybody talking about the fight, how good it was. He talking about some motherfucking Mark Breland. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Go, Lou, man. I'm about to get heated up.
I see. Let me go ahead and say, I really feel like you can't take away from a good fight, man, with some shit like that. It's all about what happened in the ring. That shit with Mark Breland and Wilder, that shit is over. You never seen Breland say anything about it, man. Like you said, he just removed from it, man. We saw a great fight, and that's the only thing that people have to say, man. Instead of, you know, standing up and giving these two guys a standing ovation for a hell of a fight, they decide to talk about some negative stuff that they ain't even been talked about in a while because the fight was here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So why even bring it up, man? It's one of them things where just let it go. Just let it go. And I no, seriously, I understand their frustration, big fella, because when I saw it, it's just like, really? But I was so on a high with the fight, the magnitude of the fights that happened last night. I just let it go, man. I just let it go.
I never thought about it. I didn't give a damn thought. I can care less what happened with who. So what, he said he did it. Maybe that's what he thought. That's his, what you always say, Lou? That's my opinion.
Yeah, and entitled to it.
And he entitled to it. You know what I mean? I don't care about this. So y'all leave that Mark Breland shit alone, because I can give a flying fuck about it. You know what I mean? Chapter finally closed. We can all move on there.
Of course we can. Your man won, but you wouldn't be saying that if he lost.
Boston Thursday, what you think changed the fight yesterday, champ? What part? What round? Third, fourth, fifth? What round changed the fight? Hey Lou, did you see that? Wait, let me read this. What did it say? The whole trilogy was great for boxing. Two great fights. Exactly. If you in here, come on in, man. There's a link in the comment section if you want to be, man. Boston Thursday, when you gonna show us who you is, man? Hit the link. Come on in, man. You scared? You scared, UK? Come on in here.
He been with us all this time, man. You deserve a spotlight on a rebuttal, man, to show your face on here, man. Beam in, champ.
If you're just getting in, hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the like button if you haven't, man. We talking about the fight and the undercards today, man. You know what I mean? And it was a hell of a fight. I'm so proud of both fighters. Like Boston Steele just said, like Lou said, man, come on. It don't get no better than that, man.
Yeah, we can break this fight down so many ways, though, man.
And like I said yesterday, Tyson Fury, a bad man. Wilder going to have to bring his 5A game, B and C game to be that big blubber motherfucker, man. Good, Lou. He carried that blubber so good, Lou. You know what I mean? He carried that blubber so good. You know, he still was. It's like he's in shape. To be a big guy, that big motherfucker stay in shape. You know what I mean?
And you know what?
I'll drop in. What do I do? The link right there. I'm gonna put another link in there, man. Come on, man. Time to show
come
that
on
face.
in, man.
For the women can see these that handsome young UK guy.
But yeah, I gotta jump on your back with that, big fella. One thing I realized after the fight, he's like he was still going. He still looked like he was just ready to go. 4 or 5 more rounds, and to be that size, to stay in shape like that, man, that's impeccable, man. That's impeccable, man.
Hit that link right there in the comment section. It'll guide you right through, man. You know what I mean?
Come right on through, baby.
Fat wins fights, as John Fury says.
Yeah, John Fury said his son is a big Mack truck.
So, Lou, this is what I said. I say Deontay Wilder fought a bigger man, a more skillful man, you know what I mean? And ain't nothing he can do with it. And Fury fought a big man, a powerful man, but not as skilled.
Yep.
And that's what happened, brother.
Yeah. And another thing I looked at too, big fella, was Fury was able to land his punches and get out of the way of punches, and Wilder wasn't. Wilder he doesn't know how to get out of the way of punches. And I think to me, that was the telltale sign right there. After the 3rd round, you noticed that Wilder was basically target practice at times, consistently. At times, he was consistently getting hit by the 1-2 straight down the pipe. Like Sugar Hill say, we're gonna keep it straight down the pipe, and that changed the complexion of the fight.
Well, no, what really changed it when it got to the 10th and 9th round, and they went to Sugar Hill, and Sugar Hill say, "What the fuck you doing, man? Start the jab. You ain't did a jab no more. The jab will end this fight because he's ready. He's tired." And Lou, that's what happened. That's what happened. I mean, and like I said, Tyson Fury just like he wasn't. He amazed me, man. You know what I mean? Big motherfucker. He look like he only get tired, man. You know what I mean? Man, hey, look, but let me start some shit. Did they have Vada? Look, he got that T. Tyson Fury got that T up in him. Sorry, let me stop playing, man. But man, Lou, man, God, Lou, I was so happy. I called you, man. I was smart. And the thing about Lou, people wasn't even mad that he lost. The real fans, fight fans, you know, us purists and shit like that, we wasn't mad. Even though I was rooting for Wilder, and I don't have a horse in the race. I just rooting for Wilder. You know what I mean? I wasn't mad that he lost because the way he showed his heart, his determination, man. And it happened the way he wanted. He wanted to go out on the shield. He went out on the shield.
Yep, he did. He went out on the shield, and you can't argue a guy like that. I know he took a lot of punishment, but that's him. That's what he wanted. So
both of them took punishment.
They did. Well, they did.
He got all that blubber, so he can, you know, he can handle that shit. But you never know what the ramifications are in the later months and years. Wilder hit like a brick.
Yeah,
so you never know what the ramifications going to be, man. But
man,
Wilder, you know what I mean? Oh, you know he broke his hand, right?
Who?
Wilder.
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his hand broke. Malik Scott said it when Ellie was interviewing him. He broke his knuckle. This one right here.
Damn.
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. It's part of boxing. Hey, look, he kept throwing that motherfucker, didn't he?
Right. You hit that big dinosaur, you're going to break something. He like a big-ass dinosaur, man, that can move.
A big-ass Barney.
Right. A fucking T-Rex.
Yeah, man. So, look, what's next? What you want to see next? Tell the fans what you want to see. Come on, people.
Yeah, come on in, man. Drop a like, subscribe. Come on in and holler at us, man. Talk about the fight.
We got the UK, baby. Oh, he went back out. He was in for a minute.
I want to see Usyk and Fury. That's they got to fight the winner of Joshua and Usyk. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
The rematch between Usyk and Joshua, that's gonna happen. I want to see the winner of that fight Big Boy.
You want unification. You want
unification.
All the belts. That's what you want.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want.
He said technical difficulty. Give me a second. Right. Hide all them new Playboy pictures and all that stuff. Hide all that stuff out the studio, man. I want to see that stuff, man.
This is a family show.
It's a family show over here.
But nah, big fella, that's what I want to see, man. I want to see unification at the heavyweight division, man. I do.
So what's next for Wilder?
Like I see, I'll
talk about if you get in the ring. What you think?
Fight. I mean, like I said, nobody else is gonna beat him but Fury. Mm-hmm. So I would get back in the ring, find some opponents, man. I'm pretty sure get with his team and see what's best for him, man. But he's got to fight again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he got another 2-3 good fights in him.
But you know, Tyson Fury, since he won, he's ordered now by the WBC. He got to fight the winner of Wallen and Dylan White.
Dylan White, yeah.
So he gonna kill both of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, this time, no, Wallen fought him good last time, but nah. And see, it's different. I hate to say it, you know what I mean? Them dudes are not Dylan White. Wallen, he's skillful. He can move around the ring. He can jab. You know, he been taught. You know what I mean? And I'm just so sad that Emmanuel Stewart died because, you know, he was going to take Wilder places. He's going to teach him everything he needed to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got to ask the question, dude. I don't want to get off this shit yet. Tyson Fury, back in the days. Betty Bowe, Landis Lewis, Holyfield. How you think he would have stood out with them?
That would have been a lot tougher because you just named three guys that can box. The big guys that can box with jabs. That would have been very interesting because the fighters that you just named are not one-dimensional. Exactly. They can box. They had jabs. They had arsenal. They were taught well. They had good footwork. They could dance on the floor. That would have been very interesting, man.
See, them newcomers don't know nothing about that. Though.
Nah, they don't know. But we're going to wise y'all to all that shit.
They just saying Wilder laws and all this and all that. You know, back in the day when Landis Lewis, Betty Bowe, Buster Douglas, and all them dudes in that motherfucker. What's the Razor Reddick? Big dudes, big skill motherfucking fight that hit like hammers. Man, Tyson Fury wouldn't have last, Lou.
Right. And look, you know and not only that, they would have made him think because it wouldn't have been. See, Fury was able to go in and dominate Wilder because he's so predictable. I fought you 3 times, so I know everything about you.
And you're smaller than me.
And you're smaller than me. Bowe, Lennox Lewis, he'd have been thinking in there. And one time you thinking you lean over, Bowe with that mean uppercut, Lennox Lewis with that good overhand, that stiff jab. Oh man, That would have been mean
right
there.
Kept telling, he was saying Deontay Wilder. They said, man, got a jab on, man. Got to put that jab out there. And he was moving. I even knew that. I said, why he keep moving to the left? He gonna move right to the right hand. Move to the jab. Fuck that. I'd rather get hit by the jab than the fucking the right hand, Lou. Right?
Yeah, exactly. The dominant hand. You're right.
Shit, he supposed to be moving to the right, hitting that motherfucker, throwing the right, moving, and then doing that, man. I'm gonna have to go become a trainer, man. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna have to go down there with Lamont, man. Fuck that shit, man.
Right.
Oh man. But yeah, I love to see Tyson Fury back there with them people, man. But people, man, that was a great motherfucking fight, man. I mean, wanted to fight for ages. We're gonna talk about that shit tonight, tomorrow, the next day, the next day. I might stop talking about it when the next fight come up.
Right. And look, it's a worldwide, but this is one of those fights where it's not gonna leave. Yeah. It's one of those fights where we're gonna last for a while. It's gonna last. Yeah, man. Because like if you go, like I said, if you go on Twitter, everybody talking about it, man. You know what I mean? Champ did his heart of a line, man. Tyson Fury just got his card, man. Yeah, I mean, some people you just can't beat. I instantly after the fight, I thought about Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest. Mm-hmm. He just had Shane Mosley's number. Man, he had his number. The shit out of Shane. He just had his number. It's just something about a fighter that has your number. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it, man. I would like to think that Fury skill level is a lot higher than Wilder. So with that being said, let's give Wilder credit because he was outskilled, outsized, and he still stood in there and fought, man. I want to just I really appreciate that.
Why he just banging on 3,000 pounds of pressure come hitting it while they're at least still standing up in that motherfucker. I give him kudos, man. Any other motherfucker would have been gone.
They would have folded. They would have folded in the tent.
You know, Dylan White sucker ass. His chin would have been gone.
Oh, that shit would have been. The referee would have been like waving it off, man.
I even heard some foolishness today. Might talk about Andy Ruiz to beat Deontay Wilder. Let me tell you something, man. Andy Ruiz don't stand a chance, Sean. You know what I mean? He punches, but he don't punch that motherfucker hard. You know what I mean? He just beat Chinny Joshua. That's all that is. You see, Wilder could take a punch.
Yeah, he could take a punch. He proved that last night. He could take a punch.
And you see, Andy Ruiz got knocked down by Areola. Areola don't even punch hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? So shit, Wilder might knock that nigga head off. Truly knock his head off. Man, I tell you, boy, y'all got to stop the nonsense, man. Get that man his kudos, man, and stop bringing up that motherfucker. I'm telling you, I'm not going to let it go. Stop bringing up Mark Brewer because we don't give a fuck about it. You know what I mean? That's
it's
past tense.
It has no place in talking about this fight. When we talk about this fight, this shit shouldn't even be brought up because it's disrespectful to the game of boxing, man. We saw an epic fight last night.
Yeah, see the epic fight, and you motherfucker gonna bring up some Mark Brewer. Like a motherfucker really care, man. Nobody care. Who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? So, Lou, let's step down to people come in, man. Let's go to the next fight, Lou.
Okay, I'm with you.
Frank Sanchez and Effie. What you think?
Oh, man. Effie need to get a new corner. He need to get a new corner, man.
He had a new corner.
Yeah, but he need another new corner because it seems to me that he was listening to the people outside the ring versus listening to the people inside the ring. So with that being said, he was close in. He wouldn't let his hands go. He couldn't get that weapon. Hey, everybody. This is one of our biggest fans, boxing enthusiasts, man. We really appreciate you coming on, man.
He need to fix his Wi-Fi, man. You know, I know you up in the UK, man, but you need to get some. He must got that 7-Eleven Wi-Fi.
He need to get some international Wi-Fi.
What you think about it, Luke? Effie.
Effie, he's a good fighter, and I really appreciate them two prospects undefeated fighting each other. But Effie got to go back to the drawing board, big fella. He just seemed like he was in slow motion, like he wasn't thinking right or something. Something was wrong. Like the corner, it's like their rhythm was off.
Exactly, man. And Effie fucked one of my parlays up.
yeah, you got to get on him about that. But Sanchez showed me a lot. He showed me that he could put punches together. He showed me that he can have ring generalship, man. So I just felt like he just outclassed. They got the score right. Effie was outclassed and outboxed and everything and above.
Yeah, man. I felt, man, Sanchez, hey, he was a pure boxer. Moving around the way. Effie kept trying, all he kept doing, trying to use his power, man. Kept using his power. But you know who knew he wasn't ready? Ronnie Shields, his trainer, knew he wasn't ready. The guy he left without telling and all this bullshit, trying to let his ego get in the way. Then he let Jay Prince, pull him in, and then look at he can't even fight. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, Effie. That's what I think about you, dude. You know what I mean? You talk bad about people like you was a macho dude. Sanchez gave your ass a boxing lesson.
He did.
You know what I mean? He won every fucking round. Every round, maybe except one, Lou.
I gave Effie one round. I gave him one round. And this is when Sanchez had it in the bag, and he just was like, okay, I'm going to take it. I ain't going to say he took a round off. He just didn't do as much as he did to win those other rounds.
Mm-hmm. Man, Effie let everybody down, man. And he, like I said, he remind me of Joshua. But he ain't sleeping in no motherfucking silk sheets because he ain't got more money than me. That nigga ain't got no money. You know what I mean? If you in, people just jumped in. We talking about the fight and the undercard. Come on in. Tell us what you think. Hit the comments. You know what I mean? Hit the like and subscribe button. Tell us what y'all think about the fight. You know what I mean? And that's what we talking about today. So, yeah, Lou, Effie, man, and Sanchez, Effie, man, I'm telling you, Lou, he ain't had no sense of urgency. He ain't do nothing. They kept telling him, man, you lose. I mean, and his trainer was telling him the right thing. You losing. Yep. Get in there and try to knock him out. Do something. Effie ain't do shit, man. He kept going there and do like this.
Right.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You get a chance on undercard that one of the best fights. It wound up being the best fights in history, and you sold the fuck out. You ain't show no urgency. You were scared to get hit, man. You know what I mean? And I don't know where you go from here, dude. You better get a new trainer, like Lou said. You better get somebody to train you how to move and jab stuff, because that shit you doing ain't gonna work.
Yeah. You know and then when he was getting out of the way of punches, he didn't have any comeback. He didn't know how to get out of the way of punches and come back on offense. He didn't know how to switch from defense to offense. His footwork was off, man. If you look at that fight over, that's like one of them joints. You'd be like, look, just put this in the trash and we're gonna start from the beginning, man. Clearly. I'm serious, man. I saw so much stuff. And I was like, okay, they're young prospects, but to make it this far, man, like he needed a makeover, man. He needed a makeover. Mm-hmm. That's all. He needed a makeover, man.
Yeah, and Sanchez, man, he looked like he's a rising star, man. I mean, he got popped, Lou.
Yes, he do.
But, Lou, what you think about that late hit, though? Should have been disqualified?
Yeah.
He was down on his feet.
Yeah, it reminded me of
momentum, Lou. That momentum. I don't know. That could have been either way, though, man. But Effie took that motherfucker.
He took it. He did. That shit reminded me of Roy Jones and Montel Griffin. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like you say, big fella, once you break it down verbatim per second, you got to really do instant replay to really make a I seen it 2 times, but I felt like he should have been disqualified because that joint, it was a little late to me. He was already down, and it just, yeah.
Man, Effie, you effed up. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You effed up. You took all that shit. You act like you was the baddest man on the planet. You told Wilder you'll knock him out. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude. See, that what happen when you get that ego. Jay Prince feeds you all that motherfucking nonsense. You know what I mean?
And you get humbled.
He pulled you away from Ronnie Shields, one of the best trainers in the world. And you went from Ronnie Shields to this dude, and now look at you. Now you got to start back from square one.
He need to be going back to Ronnie Shields and apologizing. I know we don't.
Ronnie Shields said he done. He done. He never take him back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never take them back, man. So that laugh out loud. I'll get this eventually. Hey, just tell us what you think about the undercard boxing enthusiasts. You know, it's all good. We got you. But yeah, man, Ronnie Shields not gonna take that man back, man. You know what I mean? Talk this slander him and all this shit for Jay Prince. You know what I mean? And now look at him. Got his ass whooped. He ain't went over one motherfucking round. And I don't no remorse for him and nobody else, man. You know what I mean? So, Lou, let's go down the line, Lou.
All right.
Bobby Helenius and Adam Konoski. What do you think?
First word I think of is exposed. That's the first word I think about. I like this young fighter. I think he's, strong puncher, but this another fighter that has to go back to the drawing board, man. He got countered all night by pretty much a journeyman. And I ain't taking no credit away from what's his Caceres? Konoski. I'm taking nothing away from him. But if you're up and coming talent like that, it's no way that you're getting countered on a regular like that. You got knocked down at the end of the round off a shot that you threw and you got countered. That can't happen. And I'm not saying he's great, but he has good potential. And they build him up, and he's got exposed his last 2 fights. This guy was on his toes. This guy was able to do what he wanted when he wanted. And if he had any punching power in any one of those hands,
he was going down. That's why he kept low blowing him.
Exactly.
He kept hitting him with them low blows.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened, Luke. He said thank Deontay Wilder, because remember he was in there helping Deontay Wilder prepare for Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And man, he exposed that Bama like I don't know what. Mr. Man said the Gypsy King, baby, the Gypsy King, light skin Lou. You had me in the booze. What's that? Had me in the booze, right? You got him in the book, Lou.
I got him in the book. Yeah, I got you right here, baby. Hey, first of all, you was right.
Boxing enthusiasts, y'all was right. You know what I mean? But Lou, Konoski, he done, Lou. All he tried to do, he know who he remind me of, David Tour.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah,
come up and try to throw bombs and shit like that, man. Hulain was just jabbing him, moving slowly and moving his ass around and just jabbing this.
I thought you was talking about I thought you was talking about Berlanga. I thought you said Berlanga.
No, man, we ain't talking about Berlanga. We're gonna go down. We're talking about the heavyweight, the big fat dude.
Yeah. He got exposed. It was a classic. Broke his eye. So it was a classic case of big man was able to do what he wanted. That big motherfucker was shooting that jab straight down the pipe. Straight down the pike. If you're a big man and you box and boxing is your style, you need to watch Fury last night and watch that guy that fought Konoski. Because Hulain, he was able to land that punch consistently, and he was very patient with it. It was like almost to say, eventually I'm gonna stop him. And then Konoski, he just kept hitting below the belt, trying to get time. I was so glad.
He was trying to get out the motherfucker.
Yeah, and this was the continuation of their first fight.
Yeah,
it was like an extension.
He beat him worse in the first fight without knocking him out.
Exactly. So it was a part 2. It was a part 2 ass whooping, man.
Look, your man Minnie Mills in here. What's up, Minnie Mills?
Minnie Mill, what's up?
He said Malik is a much better person than I thought, and overall was impressive with him. Yeah, I mean Malik told him what to do. If you listen to the corners, Wilder just was tired after that 4th round, champ. I mean, his legs was gone, and everybody said it. You know what I mean? And he still held up until the 11th round. But Tyson Fury the better fighter. Some people you just can't beat. I mean, it is what it is, man. We
can't say that enough. We can't say that enough, man. You just lose. He lost to a better fighter. It's nothing to feel bad about. He lost to a better fighter. It's a great epic fight. The best man won. Yeah,
exactly. Frank Sanchez showed promise. Yeah, he did. Undefeated prospect. We know who he under. I'm about to start some shit, Lou. We know who he under, right? You know what I mean? Let me get my thing. I'm really gonna start some shit today. I don't need to fuck. Everybody else started the shit. They pissing me off talking about that Mount Brilliant bullshit. I don't even want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, y'all got my man all riled up, man. Why y'all get my man all riled up, man?
Sanchez is under this guy, right?
Yep.
So do you wonder? I got that Valdez T. Do Sanchez got that Valdez T up in him? Did Eddie Minoso get Sanchez that Valdez T? But nah, man. No, he outboxed the shit out of Effie.
Yeah.
Man. Made Effie look like a fucking kid, man. Talk all that bullshit, man. You know what I mean? And he can beat Wilder and all this shit. All he kept doing, throw a little jab and right hand. He ain't had no hook. No, this dude ain't had no hooks, no uppercuts, no left hooks, no right hooks, no step back, no feints. No, he ain't nothing.
Nothing. That's why I say he need to go back to. That's why I said it. That's why I say he need to go back to the basics. He has nothing. He just nothing but size and just out there.
Man, that's crazy, man. I mean, to be a big prospect like he is, he ain't had nothing, man. You know what I mean? I'm very disappointed because I did like 5 parlays, and the best parlay I did won me a lot of money. I can go to Australia right about now.
And then some. And
Yeah.
then some.
Yeah, so man, I'm like, but come on, Lou, you ain't disappointed, Effie?
I am. I was very disappointed, man. That was one of the fights where I just got up and just was like doing something else, man, because you got to think, these are 2 prospects. When the fight first happened, the first came on, one announcer said, this is what boxing is all about. 2 prospects fighting each other early. I get that. But this is a clear case of prospects might not be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the limelight. So we could take this as a learning lesson to say all prospects are not equal. They're not, because you got, hey, dude, he disrespected the game last night fighting like that, man. And
I told you, he fought just like Joshua, dude. No sense of urgency, getting his ass whooped, dude moving around the ring, jabbing him, bunching him. All you keep doing is throwing left, jab, jab, right. Jab, jab, right. That's all you kept doing. That's all Effie big bum ass kept doing, man. You know what I mean? I'm so disappointed in that dude, man, because when you talk stuff like that and you leave one of the best trainers in America for that bullshit you was with last night, you get what you deserve. I wish he would have knocked his ass cold out. You know what I mean? I wish he would have knocked his ass cold
and
out.
I thought it was coming because he started to land that overhand left a little more than the normal. Was it the right or the left? He was landing consistently. However, he was able to land it whenever he wanted. He was able to box. He just dominated him, man. Effie got dominated. He need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, how can you be one of a top caliber fighter? Don't throw no uppercuts, none. No hooks, none.
No body shots.
None, no bodies. Man, he do nothing but kept coming forward, cranking, right hand. Cranking, right hand. You know what I mean? He started to be like Wilder when Wilder got started lying on his right hand. And that's all Effie was doing. But Wilder just a little bit more skillful than Effie. You know what I mean? A little bit more knowledge and shit like that. He know how to set shit up. He did go to the body on Tyson big ass a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that blubber man remind me of Margin Boo. Just bounced his ass back out. They don't even know who Margin Boo is. Man.
I don't know who that is, but I can imagine what you're talking about. This that blubber, man.
Dragon Ball Z, Margin Boo. big fat guy. Oh man, felt bad, sad for Wilder, but thought Fury was going to win by TKO. Props to Wilder, so close at his redemption, but took serious damage. Where Wilder go from here? Well, where he go from here is where Wilder. Wait a minute, where Wilder go from here is many meals. I think take whole year off. If he gonna come back, I wouldn't come back until September. You know what I mean? Got to get refocus, lose all that motherfucking muscle, go back down to 228, something like that, and fight 3 more fights and retire. They had a poll on him today that dude worth almost $200 million, man. You know what I mean? He ain't got to fight no more. You know what I mean? But it's one of the best fights in history. That's Lou. Where you think Wilder should go from here?
I feel like you said, take some time off, get with his team, lose some of that mass, come back down to 225, 228, a more reasonable, more flexible weight for you at that weight, at the heavyweight, and get with your team and line up a couple of fights to ride on out. Because like you said, no heavyweight other than Fury can beat Wilder. So with that being said, it's not over for you. It's still some fights. I know he took a lot of punishment. That's why we both agree that take some time off and live your life and get back with your team and come back and fight strong like you did. He's a warrior, man. He'll be back. Mm-hmm. But that's what I would do firsthand. I'll take that time off.
Wills of Steels, where do you think Wilder should go from here, baby?
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, if you take some time off, okay, take the time off because he's not done.
Yeah.
He's not done from a long shot, but it's up to him if he want to just come back. He might feel that he don't got nothing else to prove no more. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
It's gonna be hard for him. It's gonna be hard for him to get the fight he wants. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee he want to fight that nigga 3 more motherfucking times to try to get a victory and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, after the motherfucking fighters was watching that fight, them motherfuckers might not even want to fight that dude. They say, damn,
right.
Fury hit him with a kick to zinc. He still kept coming.
But I gotta do this to beat him.
What is that, Mom?
Fury not to use his weight, man. He not use that motherfucking
but I'm
weight.
saying they probably like shit, Lou. After that shit, I ain't fighting that bad motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you, somebody gonna give him some gold if he ever come back, big baby, man.
Oh, that steroid nigga ain't doing that. All them steroids out of him, he done. He can't even he can't even go 80 punches around no more, nigga. That's done.
Right.
Hey, Jamal, did you see Lewis' face when you said it? He was like, oh, that nigga done, man.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
he disappointed me saying that bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Like, I been trying to motherfucker think of a motherfucker, man, but you know, man, Fury, my man,
read the screen. Many Mills say, which I think of Wilder and Ruiz. What you think of it?
Go ahead, Jamal. Oh, he muted himself.
You muted yourself?
Oh, no, somebody was calling me.
Okay,
That's why I like
what you think about Wilder and Ruiz?
That'd be a nice fight. It depends what Luis come in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you come in out the bullshit, Luis, that'd be a good fight.
What thing, Lou? Yeah.
Nah.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we just talked about it. That wouldn't be a good fight. It wouldn't be for
man. I want to see him.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Let me give you a scenario, right?
Let's talk about the Ruiz joint.
Okay. Ruiz. Nah, it's not good. I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, cause Andy, man, he just fought Chris Arreola. Arreola put him down twice more. You know what I mean? So just think what Wilder do to that nigga, Mini Mill. You know what I mean? But Ruiz a good fighter. He's hit hard, but he can't. Wilder now we see Wilder can take them punches from a 5,000-pound dude. You know what I mean? So what the hell is Andy Ruiz gonna do?
Nothing.
Man, he tap Andy chin so quick, man. It'll be gone, man. You know what I mean? Wilder's not chinny like Anthony Joshua.
Oh, let me turn the TV down. It depends what depends which one come though. Because he got two sides on him.
What's the two sides? Tell us so we can break it down. I can rebuttal you to death.
All right, okay. He got the side that when he came in, when he fought Johnson, when he was sharp as a motherfucker, then he got the fat side, the second motherfucker fight. We just don't give a fuck. He just showed up just the motherfucker get paid. If that motherfucker coming in hungry, he got skills enough to beat anybody because he can box too.
You know that's his second loss fight.
Oh.
You know he lost to what's come over in the UK, right?
Are you talking about Wilder?
No, Andy Ruiz.
I mean Ruiz.
Yeah, it wasn't only Joshua. Joshua wasn't the only one that beat him.
Yeah, he lost 2 fights, right?
Yeah, bum ass Butchcom. I've got his name. Jamal, he can't. John Ruiz can't beat King Kong. That's why he's not fighting. But that's who he's supposed to fight next. King Kong won't knock him until tomorrow. If he fights the same way he fought Chris Arreola, he will lose.
He will lose royally. Yep.
You know what I mean?
He did not look good.
Well, that's just my opinion. I think Wilder fought angry and went against him. Should have worked on defense with Mayweather. Yeah, that should have, would have, could have, man. I can't go back to that shit. You know, he ain't gonna work with nobody he don't like. You know what I mean? When he first started, he fought angry, throwing them punches from yonder and hitting them and shit. And he said he wasn't gonna fight angry. You know what I mean? And when you start fighting angry, he lost his motherfucking win.
I think he fought more scared and angry and shit because that motherfucker looked scared. Look like he ain't look. I'm like, hold on, man.
What you drinking, Mo? What you drinking last night?
Nah, I ain't drinking. I ain't drinking in about 4 days.
Nigga, you was drunk as shit when you got on that joint last night. Nigga, stop the bullshit.
I wasn't drunk. I stayed in the house. I ain't drink shit.
Nigga, he wasn't no scared, man. What is he scared at? That nigga
he went right now.
We're talking real. You bullshit.
We gotta rebut. I gotta rebut you.
Nigga,
I gotta rebut you.
I'm trying to ask you how he looked scared. And I ain't
scared me, man.
He went straight into the eyes of the dragon, man, all night, and that's what tired him out because he took the fight to Fury. It wasn't.
Fury looked more fresher than him and shit.
Of course, he the bigger guy.
But we talking about the scare. No, you gotta clarify yourself.
Yeah, you gotta clarify that.
Fury ain't Wilder look way more tired than Fury.
Ain't nobody say nothing about that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You said it's scared. You said Wilder looked scared.
Oh, well, he looked scared to me. I mean, he looked scared to me when he was getting his ass. He wasn't taking no more chances like he was. He looked like he was scared. He like drunk and scared.
Hey, look, I think Jamal. I think when I don't think he was scared. I think he was being cautious. Because that big motherfucker get hit. So I kind of see what you're saying. His demeanor changed, and it was after the second or third round is where Fury started landing that shit straight down. Yeah. So I don't think he was
straight 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think he was scared. I think he was being cautious. I think he was kind of discouraged because Fury was able to land consistently punches for the next 2 or 3 rounds. From 3, 4, 5, Fury had his way with Wilder. Yeah. So I ain't gonna say he was scared. I just think he was being cautious. I think he was being cautious. No fighter
scared of nobody. I always say that. I don't care who is it, what weight class it is. I don't think no fighter ever was scared of no fighter. Just my opinion. Fury just was the bigger, fatter, blubber, more skillful dude.
Yeah, motherfucker. Mike Spinks scared of Mike Tyson.
You know what I mean? That's different. Mike Spinks come up from lightweight, go fight the meanest man on the planet.
The baddest man on the planet, yeah.
Joseph Parker, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Bob Enthusiast. Yeah, Andy Ruiz lost Joseph Parker. Man, anybody think I'm a little ass Andy Ruiz? He would let another man put tattoos on his ass and all that bullshit. Man, what the fuck wrong with him? You see that shit, Lou?
Nah, I ain't see it.
He got a tattoo from the top of his neck all the way to his butt cheeks, dude.
Yeah, Ziki got the same tattoo artist.
But that shit was crazy, man. I'm like, man. That dude crazy, man. Thank Ruiz with Reynoso is a refocus, but he didn't look good against Ariola. That's what I'm saying.
He did.
Ariola would have had any kind of powder.
I mean, I'm not no Andy Ruiz fan. I'm just saying he got the skills. If he be serious, he got the skills. He got the skills because he could box. That man can box like shit.
If anything, I say would give Wilder problems is his hand speed, which gave Joshua problems. That's the only thing I can see that he would get out. It's his hand speed. He when he get inside close, he's got quick hands because he's short. You know what I'm saying? And he got quick hands. That's the only thing I can say that would keep him in a round for 4 or 5 rounds. After that,
I give him 4 or 5 rounds.
I give him 4 or 5 rounds. That hand speed will get him by because Wilder would have to respect him. He would have to respect the hand speed because Joshua didn't, and he paid for that shit. Because everything that Ruiz was able to get, it was close inside when they got inside.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, the same Ruiz with the same hand speed, Chris Ariola was beating the brakes off of. You know what I mean? It's just different type of fighters, man. You know what I mean? When you fight them dudes, fight Wilder and Fury, you got to bring it all. Yep. Bring it all. You got to come in more than just. So what do you think? Andy gonna stalk him? He gonna stalk Deontay Wilder because that's the only way he fight. He come forward. Yeah. He don't do no dancing around. So he tailor-made for Wilder.
5 or 6 easy.
Well, fuck motherfucker. Well, motherfucker, Tyson Fury might as well retire then. Ain't nobody can fuck with him.
Exactly, and that's what they said he probably do. Wilder versus Joshua. Well, that's what everybody want to see.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, it's like 2 years too late, but my girl, the motherfuckers, both of them lost back 2 fights. They lost. They might fight.
Yeah, and just think about it. The causes are there for this to be played out because just think if Usyk wins against Joshua, Usyk could fight Fury, which would unify, and then second for the compilation prize, you get Wilder and Fury.
Yeah,
I mean Wilder and Joshua.
Yeah, exactly. So is Fury gonna wait that long? Because he got to fight the winner of like I said, Dylan White and Waller.
Yeah, he only got a little bit of time to do it.
He might do what Jamal just said. He might just say, "Fuck it, I'm done." Yeah. What more do we got to
he don't got nothing to prove no more.
He don't.
I mean,
like he said last night in the press conference, it ain't up on one heavyweight that can beat Deontay Wilder, and that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, so he feel can't nobody else beat him. What the fuck he need to stay in there for?
Yes.
You know what I mean? But shit.
I gotta admit, y'all, I don't like that big motherfucker, but that big motherfucker tough, man. That big motherfucker tough.
He good for boxing, man. That motherfucker good for boxing, man.
And then he did karaoke after the show, man. I said, man, this dude is off the chain, man.
How can you not like him?
How can you not like him, man?
Oh yeah, Mini Meal. That's next, baby. But we're gonna go back on this other thing. We about to start talking about that right now.
Right.
Edward Berlanga for now shouldn't mention Canelo. He funny as shit. Let me tell this, man. Berlanga gonna be a good fighter 3 years, 2 more years down the road, man. He's not ready. One, he had the wrong weight class, Jamal. He got to fight 68. You know what I mean? And that's Canelo and them and Benavidez. And he can't, and Charlo at 60, he damn sure can't beat Charlo. You know what I mean? They moved I think they was trying to move him fast, but now that they seen that shit last night, Lou, they gonna put him up to DEFG fight.
Hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes, man. Cause he come in there throwing up power. D. Johnston not being taught, man. Cause it seems like more everybody coming in and trying to rely on that power.
Yep. And clearly,
you muted, Maul. You muted. It's like everybody trying to rely on that power and shit like that, man. You know, power ain't gonna take you but so far, man. You know what I mean? He threw that motherfucker hook. Dude hooked with him. He was mad as shit about that.
Yeah, because he knew he was there. He was there. What the corner was telling him, throw your punches. You wide in there. You open. You throwing punches and you open. And he told him at the 2 rounds before that. And then the 2 rounds after, he got caught at the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
Right over the top.
You fish your mic? Nope.
He still
can't hear you. Yeah, man. Y'all think Charlo finna fight Canelo net? That's up to Canelo and ain't up to Charlo.
He ready.
You know what I mean? He ready. You know what I mean? Man, that's what it ain't number 3 fights. 3 fights I want to see Canelo fight. Benavidez and Charlo. 2. That's it. Fuck all the rest of them bums he fighting. You know what I mean? That's all I want to see Canelo fight. I don't want to see him fight nobody else but Benavidez and Charlo. That's it.
Yeah, I just want to see him fight Charlo.
Yeah. Mo, what you think about the Berlanga joint? You watched it last night?
Yeah, I watched that shit. That nigga, that shit was funny as shit. The other man was a box though, man. I was laughing like shit. That motherfucker was scared as shit to come in there and fight. Then he was scared to throw his hand. His corner was mad as shit. That man was like, man, throw your fucking hand. You had a good training camp. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, they throw them motherfuckers.
And what I tell Lou earlier, I say us trainers and us fans, people be, man, we can say that shit all we want. But they the one got to go in there and take the motherfucking punches flying back.
And they the ones that got to operate what we're asking them to do, man.
The same dude that knocked Berlanga down last night, Billy Joe Saunders beat in 3 rounds. Knocked him
3 rounds, man. When we talked about that last night, that was just like, wow. So that just lets you know, man.
Different styles, man. Different styles, man.
But Billy Joe fight the same way that dude fight. He moves around the ring.
He moves around the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boston Stu said Billy Joe Saunders knocked him Spark out. But Berlanga couldn't. He meant to be a massive punch. Exactly. These dudes now is relying on their punches and it's fucking up. They're not learning the basic form,
the basic stuff, man.
Because you got
to look at his record. Okay, before he fought DeMar Nicholson, right? Mm-hmm. He was 16-0, 16 straight knockouts. And when he fought DeMar, I think DeMar was able to expose a lot of stuff. And if anybody knows boxing, you know that it's a copycat league. If somebody is successful at something that they seen, they're going to go get that fucking tape, put it in, and they're going to use that against you. And I think they used that tape of DeMar Nicholson fight.
Yeah, because DeMar,
and they executed.
When y'all had him on the show, when I was like, I said, I fuck with Slim, man, because he tried, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Because they hyped him up like he was 16-0 when he fought him. He gonna knock him out in the first round. You had him straight knockouts, 16 straight knockouts in the first round, right?
Right.
And then shit, when Slim fought him and shit, and that motherfucker streak after that, man, shit. That motherfucker started seeing what the fuck he was doing.
Man, look, let me tell you something, man. When I first started watching boxing again, man, me and Lewis, we used to have long conversations about boxing. And one of the first things that stood out to me was that we talked about was when you build these guys up like this, look at their resume. Look who they fought. Who has they fought on his resume that's making noise? Because you can't say, okay, he knocked out 15 guys who we never even heard of. And then all of a sudden he faced a C class or B class fighter, and stuff get
Nah,
exposed.
that wasn't no B. That was a C
Yeah,
class
C,
fighter.
yeah, C class fighter, and you fight, and you stuff get exposed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people, the uninitiated, y'all got to start looking at the resume when they start building these guys up. Like F, look at the people he fought, and then say, okay, well, I'm not going to give him that yet. He got to fight some reputable fighters, and so for me to give it to him. And I think this is a classic case of Berlanga. It's not. He hasn't fought anybody that's going to expose him like that.
Did you tell him what you think? Did you tell us what you think about Effie?
Huh?
Did you tell us what you think about Effie or Jogbar?
Oh, that shit. Hey,
Come on, stupid.
that shit crazy, man. And then look, hold on, let me say one thing about the what's the name, right? Just like you said, because he was fighting on motherfucking ESPN 2 times out in motherfucking 6 months and shit.
And he supposed to fight December. They say that shit. Yeah, because his eye socket messed up. They fucking these niggas eye sockets up, man. You know what I mean? You coming in throwing them wide ass hooks, dude, hook your ass.
Yeah,
man,
right.
You can't come in there relying on your power, man, in boxing, man. What did you guys make Fat Boy Kanowski? Oh, you ain't his? Oh, I went in on his fat ass boxing.
That fat Snickers eating. Right.
Helenius just jabbed him to death, man. Jabbed him right hand, was beating him to death, bloody, busted his eye open. And Kanowski was trying to get out the fight. That's why he started low blowing him.
Exactly.
Hitting him with low blows. You know, he was trying to get out that fight, man. I think he's done. He can't fight. He can't change the way he fight. He can't change the way he fight.
He lost back to back to the same dude, man.
Mm-hmm. And then not only that, the first round, he got his shit knotted up the first fucking round.
Right.
The first round, I think Porter called it, man, when he said, you know, he only know one way to fight. And it's hard to change a fighter. Yeah. He only knows how to fight one way. And it's hard to change a guy that's later in his career. He's gonna do what he do. When he get hit, all that game plan shit is cool until you get hit. And he got hit consistently. He got hit with like 60% of power shots in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And that made him change up. He went in defense. He forgot about the whole game plan. That shit went out the window, man.
Hitting in that blubber, man. He was jabbing him, man. I just think poor Wilder, man. If Wilder just had any kind of skills like that, man, he'll be a bad motherfucking man. But you know, he started off late and Manuel Stewart died. You know, it fucked him up, man. But you know, champ still a champ, man. Boxing Stewart just say took the cowboy way out, meant to be a polished warrior. He took the cowboy way out. He low blowing him.
Yep.
He didn't want to be in that fight no more.
Yeah, because that last low blow was like, it was intentional. And the ref was at the right angle at the right time. It's like, look, nah. Because when he stopped it, everybody was like giving the ref grief. But when they looked at the replay and saw that he just chopped him up down low, man. At this point, you want out. We want you out. That's it. That's the end of the fight.
Exactly, man. His fat ass was fucked up, man.
Look.
Huh?
And now go ahead. And just like the Wilder one, when you looked at the Wilder fight, right? Because when he came on, like, every time he tied him up, he was leaning his motherfucking head on the nigga's shoulder and shit. I said, man, why the fuck you keep on doing that, man? You know, because you ain't even protecting yourself. This nigga is coming up the uppercut. But when he knocked him out, you see he switched the side. He swooped the sideway, hit him with that hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he was leaning his head on his shoulder because he couldn't get that uppercut to him if his head on his shoulder. He had to pull back and then hit him with it. You know what I mean? Push him off of him.
Nah, but after Fury kept on hitting him with that uppercut.
Yeah, he was hitting him.
Hey, look, that mother Wilder might want to knee that nigga.
Huh?
Wilder might want to knee that nigga and shit. It's nuts and shit, man. Fuck it, man.
Wilder was discombobulated in that motherfucker, man.
He was, man. He was. That's why I give him all the credit in the world. Because half the time he didn't know where he was at.
I just wish he would have went to the draw. I mean, I went to the I wish he would have went all 12. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't want him to get knocked out like that and shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we ain't
that motherfucker made it to the 11, though.
That's what I told Lou. I say, Lou, just think, y'all. His legs was gone in the 4th round. He was gone. Even like Andre Ward said, what's my man name? Andre Berto. He said his legs were gone in the 4th round. and he still was willing.
Look,
he still had the will
to
do what he was doing, man. You know what I mean? That shit crazy.
Yeah, you can't take that away, man.
His punch power was gone, man. He used all arms and shit. Ain't no legs. He couldn't like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was catching some flesh jumps. But he couldn't. Well, Fury like, man, fuck that shit. I think you can't even hurt me no more. And shit. That's how it was.
And once, and like 6th or 7th round, Fury realized that Wilder couldn't get out of the way of the punches. And when he realized that, that's when he put his foot on the gas. Because Lennox Lewis said, you know, it's time he's gonna start walking them down there because Wilder wasn't seeing the shots. Not only was he wasn't seeing them, he wasn't able to get the ones that he could see. He couldn't get out of the way. It's just like he was moving toward, like you said, Lewis, he was moving towards his power hand.
He should have been moving to the right, even moving to the left, man.
Exactly,
you know
exactly.
So
then he stopped throwing that jab.
Yeah. Boxer Thula say Fury used his head as a rangefinder. Elite boxing brain. Oh man. Who is that? TD Brink. What's up, champ? Who y'all want to see Wilder fighting at? And do y'all think Usyk got a chance with Fury? I can answer this question first. No. Nah, man, he can't beat Fury, man. Fury,
I don't even want to see him fight.
You know what?
Fury
that shit might be a born fight too, because be two boxing dudes moving, but Fury will be the stalker. You know what I mean? And I want to see Wilder fight. I want him to go. If Anthony Joshua lose to Usyk, I want him to fight next September. Go straight to Joshua.
If Joshua lose again, he's through. He is through. Right. If he lose again, he's through.
But he still can make money because they love him out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but they might start not even fuck with that motherfucker.
Go ahead, to answer that question, I gotta jump on your back with this one, Lewis. No, he can't beat Fury. Fury will dominate him. With the size of 7 or 8 rounds, it's a wrap. And I want to see Wilder fight Joshua. That's the fight I want to see.
Exactly, man. I mean, Wilder should fight AJ or White. Exactly. But Dylan White, Tyson Fury is a mandatory now. Dylan White and Wallen got to fight. Tyson Fury supposed to fight the winner of that. Tyson Fury might just retire, man. I'm telling you, he might just retire. Everybody coming in now. Sin, what's up, champ? He say Wilder is an Wilder is an embarrassment to the black race. Oh shit.
I agree.
But since he's an embarrassment, can y'all just hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, hit the like button, you know what I mean, and share the video if you don't mind, take the time to do them things, and tell me why he's an embarrassment, Sin, so I can rebuttal your ass. You know what I mean? Damn, Sin, you ain't welcome here.
I love everybody want to, man.
Nah,
you know,
everybody got their opinion. He welcome.
Yeah, it's like my man Arsenio. He just hit me. I told him we live. Come on in, baby.
Hey, look, we ain't got no horse in this race. My man Keith Thurman. So I ain't got no horse period because he gone AWOL.
I'm about to say that horse is out of the building.
You know what I mean? My horse is gone. You know what I mean? Jamal horse is gone. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, mine's Earl, but like my new one is Earl, and Lewis Shakur.
You know
I love Earl and I love Shakur.
But let us know what you think, man. I mean,
yeah, come on, Cindy, let's go. We are dying to hear what you got to say.
Wilder embarrassment. Let us know how he's an embarrassment, champ. You know what I mean? And Sid went hard, didn't he? He can't be no embarrassment to
I feel a little like that too, man. I mean, I don't know why. It's not about embarrassment. It's just like I'm more disappointed.
Boston students say race is development, man. Exactly.
You know, it's all about heart. He showed heart, man. Come on, man. Get that man some credit,
yo. I mean, I'm a bunch of show hard, but I'm just like more disappointed because I wanted him to win. So you know. But he did.
The only way I see little people saying he's an embarrassment because they wanted him. You didn't like Boston through to say they want to use the race shit. He lost to a white guy and shit like that. That's the only way he gonna embarrass me.
Hey, you see what I put? They got that great white hope, baby.
But let me say, he lost to the best white man on the planet.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
He lost to the best white man on the planet, Sam. I mean, what you want the man to do?
Hey, fuck Rocky Balboa. That motherfucker, the real motherfucker, dude.
You know what I mean? Wilder is one of the what's that? guttiest heavyweight champs of them all. Exactly.
He is. Because you gotta remember, he went down twice in one round. Twice.
But you know what?
He fought a lot of heart like shit though. He did fight with a lot of heart.
And you know what up? I'm surprised Wilder done had all these fights and haven't learned, Lou, like Tyson Fury do. When you knock him down, you don't see Tyson Fury getting right back up.
Nope.
He stayed out there to at least 7-8 count.
Yeah.
Wilder just jumped straight up instead of standing there getting his wits about him.
Like a prime problem.
Yeah, they ain't teaching them how to stay down there, get your wits, then get up.
That's what Andre Ward said, that's an art that's not being taught to these young kids. They just so ready to hop back up because they embarrassed instead of taking that time to get your marbles together. Because if you realize if you fight at championship level, you're gonna get knocked down. Just take that 8 count. They give it to you for a reason.
Exactly.
Just take the 8 count.
Exactly. Wilder didn't change anything from the previous 2 fights. His defense was horrendous. Footwork was terrible. No head movement, still plodding around. Yeah, first 3 rounds, I agree with some of that. First 3 rounds, he was moving, jabbing, you know what I mean, but after all that blubber was going on for the next 2 rounds, he reserved it right back to the old Wilder. You know what I mean? It's hard to change up like that through one fight, man. You need repetition, but Wilder ain't got the age for that shit right now. He's 34 years old. What you think, Lou?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with some of the stuff Stoney said, man. I just think that, like you said, you can't teach your old dog new tricks, man. And if you try to give him the trick, it's going to take more time to do it. Like I said 2 minutes ago, when you game plan, once you get hit, all that shit goes out the window. It just went out the window. Once Wilder started establishing his dominance, Wilder just went to his old self. He started swinging him. His footwork was bad. So I agree with some of the stuff Sonny said because I watched the fight 2 times already, and I saw the same thing as Sonny saw. His footwork was off, and he just went back to his old self.
Yeah. Maul said that when he first came in. Maul said he went right back to his old self. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Antoinette, hey, Miss Nixon, Antoinette Nixon, hit the subscribe button. If you'll subscribe, hit the like button. If you're not, please, we appreciate it. She say, I don't understand this, Lou. Maybe you understand it. I thought I was talking about Mike Tyson, but I knew if that was her, and then I knew he was going to win, so I knew that was him.
Oh, wow. That's a new one on me.
You got to clarify yourself. I don't mean.
No, you know what? You know what I think happens. Sometimes you type and the word type for you, or maybe she sent the wrong message. I can't make much of this one. Okay, yeah.
Bob Stu, the Wilder still beats every other white man on the planet. That's what I said. Right. Sam won't make it like that. Look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I don't have no horse in the race. You know what I mean? I can show you the parlay right now. Lou, tell him what that parlay say. Man,
that big fella came up. That's all I'm gonna say. He came up.
I made enough money to go to Australia for 2 weeks, motherfucker, on a parlay bet. Goddamn it! So I ain't got no horse in the race, but I was rooting for Wilder. But I did pick Fury on my main parlay. You know what I mean? So you know. It is what it is. Sensei, Boston enthusiasts, keep it 100, man. Wilder can't fight, like I said. He is an embarrassment. Wilder made it a race thing, not me, Slim. With his comments, he's a clown. Look, man, I ain't even going to go through all that bullshit with y'all. Y'all can take that bullshit. You know what I
mean? I like to keep it in the ring, man. I like to keep it in the ring.
But
you know what I'm saying?
They can say what they want. Yeah, it is, but keep it like Lou say. I like to keep it in the ring too. You know what I mean?
Wilder was a sore loser yesterday too. Wilder ain't even shake the man hand. He tried to go and shake the man hand. Wilder ain't want to do it.
Well, sometimes in life, when niggas y'all talk about each other mothers and fucking your wife and all that shit, it is what it is. Let me calm down first, and maybe I would have shook his hand. But
he should have whipped his motherfucking ass.
He did whip his ass. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. And well, Sin, I don't think so. You know what I mean? If he was an embarrassment, if he can't fight, he only lost 2 fights to the same man. So that's all. I will butter you with that, and ain't nothing you can say about it.
Right, undefeated. Undefeated.
The best heavyweight on the planet, and he only lost 2 fights. So,
and if you look at that video where Emmanuel Stewart at the beginning of the fight, he said that those 2 guys were going to be the best fighters. So
Tyson Fury is mixed with black. So I know he got mixed breed. So it's both gone wrong. Isn't that funny?
Voosh, what's up, Voosh?
Nah,
that nigga Tyson Fury funny as shit.
that means nothing. He didn't beat the white man. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, look, him and nobody else. Him and nobody else.
Hey, I start laughing like shit when that nigga start singing that song. Man. I said, this motherfucker crazy.
Buzzing through this, I'm Caucasian, but I still keep it real. No, that's right.
Yeah.
You right, because Wilder said a lot of crazy things pertaining to race, and he didn't back nothing up. Well, let me say this. Y'all motherfuckers keep talking about the past. Fuck the past. How about that? Y'all don't get me started in this motherfucker. You can't out-talk me. You know what I mean? I was getting in your ass about that race shit. You know what I mean? He said what he said. It was the past. You know what I mean? It was, all of a sudden, he ain't said nothing else about it. He said it's all about redemption and cheating. I ain't hear nothing else about past. Why y'all keep bringing up the past? You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers probably did some racist shit in the past.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Wait a minute, Mo. Y'all motherfuckers did some racist shit in the past. But did we bring it to light? Do we know your background, Sin? You know what I mean? Do we know you're a racist? You could be a racist asshole. You know what I mean? And so who don't say racist shit? You know what I mean? This world is full of racists. We just had a racist president. So stop the bullshit.
I feel like, man, this is how I feel. Stuff was said during the competition, the heat of the battle. And usually what happened is they usually dap up afterwards and it's over with. Stuff was said under that pressure. So I don't take them for their words, that shit. I think and when Wilder cool off, he probably gonna reach out to Fury and apologize or whatever it is that they do. He gotta apologize because that was in the heat of the battle.
And if he don't, who cares?
Yeah, right, exactly. I agree. It doesn't matter. It was said in the heat of the battle, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at.
Exactly. You know, all this racist stuff, man, that shit been gone. Let's talk about what's the present, baby. Let's talk about what's going on. What happened in the fight? Y'all worrying about that shit in the past. These dudes, million and billionaires. Y'all feeling more than they is. Y'all worse than this Mark Williams bullshit. Nah, Wilder didn't bring race into it. Exactly. Right. He was talking about the cheating and shit. You know what I mean? How about he talking about the complexion for the protection? In some way, that shit is right. You know what I mean? Complexion for the protection. You know? Go ahead, Luke.
How about everybody disagree right now to just say that this is a hell of a fight, a great epic fight? How about that? Let's start with there, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let's do that. Now, I mean, but you know, y'all can do what y'all do, but you know, we're gonna rebuttal y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all what to say, and I'm not gonna tell you because we can't do that. It's a podcast, y'all here to express y'all opinion, but don't get mad when we start expressing mine, because I'm gonna tell you, you ain't heard nothing. I get in your ass. You know what I mean? Make sure you bring facts when you come up in this motherfucker. Don't come in here bullshitting. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, he said a lot of other shit. Okay, what'd he say? This fight, not the last fight. I don't go back in the past. That's just like going to fuck one of your old girlfriends and shit. I don't go back in the past. I move forward. I don't fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So what did he say? What did he say in this fight? The trilogy, right, Lou? As far as racist, what did he say? Go back. I ain't going back shit, nigga. You said it. You know what I mean? Popcorn. Till this day, you know what I mean? Tyson Fury was a better fighter, whooped his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
till this day.
That trash talking shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm just glad I saw a good motherfucking fight. That shit don't matter.
He say I don't, Lou. Wilder might be washed now. Lou, what you think? You think he washed?
Well, we won't know until his next fight. I will say this though, he took a lot of punishment. And that's why we both agreed that he should take that time off. You won't know a person is washed until it's time for it to wash. You know what I'm saying? Usually the wash happens when they're in a fight and you're like, damn, he couldn't even do this. He was up against a better fighter. So you can't say he was washed because he gave a hell of a fight for 11 rounds. So for him to be washed, that would be like second or third round knockout. So no, I don't think he's washed. I don't.
And
at least not right now.
I tell you this. You ready, Mo? Because you're making a lot of noise. I muted you.
I mean, what's new?
I'm just you listening, right? Let me know. I'll mute you now.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Nah, man, he ain't washed. I don't think he washed. But you know, time not on his side. He's 34, about to turn 35. You know what I mean? This is the second time he took a lot of punishment. You know what I mean? But I really feel that he's the only guy that can punish him like that. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody else can punish him like that.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Everybody else, he probably knocked the fuck out.
Right.
But like I said, time is not on his side. And if he retired right now, I wouldn't have no problem with it.
Yeah, because I agree with that. So what you're saying is he should just, if he comes back, to stay away from Fury.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? I'm telling you, I don't think Fury gonna be in here long either.
Yeah, because he's 34.
That's right. You know what I mean? You know, if Fury don't fight for the unified belt, I think he's gonna retire. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel, man. If Fury don't fight the unified belt, both men are great fighters, regardless of skin color. It's all forgotten now. Both families, men deserve their respect. Exactly. You know what I mean? I never go back in the past and talk about that shit. I'm always a forward person. I got on your boy Paulie about that bullshit. You know what I mean? Talking that Mark Brillen bullshit. Fuck Mark Brillen. You know what I mean?
I want to see I want to see Fury fight for the belts. I mean, if he get all the belts, just retire right after the fight. So
exactly. Go out like
put all
a
the motherfuckers back up on the market.
So exactly. do you see Fury as the type of person that could that will really push for the unification? I mean, the undisputed. You think he would push for that?
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. That's why he wanted to fight Joshua. They was ready to have. They was ready to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was ready to
do
it.
He might have to wait 2 years or a year and a half. You know what I mean?
I ain't waiting no 2 years. I wait a year.
Shit, we ain't got no choice.
Antoinette say, tell it like it is. I be trying to. You know,
I tell them motherfuckers straight out. I said, look, I'm the motherfucking man in this heavyweight division. I want to fight the winner of the motherfucking guy can get all the unified belts. If y'all don't want to do that, fucking I'm
they're gonna say we got a protocol. They don't care if he retire. I don't think they care. You know what I mean?
Right, what
exactly. Street Beef. What's up, Street Beef? How you doing, champ? He said, brutal fight, man. It was a fucked up, brutal fight, man.
Yeah, it was.
And I know I'm probably older than everybody in this motherfucker. I don't know, but I ain't never seen a fight like that, man. Them motherfuckers was
Red Bold and Holyfield, all they fights.
You know I mean? Yeah, but it wasn't no 5 knockdowns and one.
But it was a brutal. That was them motherfuckers trying to kill each other. That was a brutal fights right there.
Boxing through to say, like Fury said, Fury is number 1, Wilder's number 2.
There you go. That's it. He summed it up.
Exactly. Fury doesn't give a shit about belts or undisputed. He won every belt on offer already. Exactly.
That's why I asked that question, because he don't strike me as a person to say, well, I want to shoot to get all the belts. No, I just think he's the type of guy to be like, look, I beat everybody, nobody beat me, I'm undefeated, I can retire. And he can live with that. That's what he strikes me as.
I'm the only one can beat that Dawser. Can't nobody else beat the Dawser but me. Yo, Fury funny as shit, man. Champions make the belts don't make the champion. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I laughed like somebody said that, Lou.
Yeah, that shit was funny, wasn't it? Street Beef say top 5 heavyweight fights of all time, man. Shit, I ain't going back that far. Yeah. There's a lot of motherfucking heavyweight fights.
But you gotta say who you seen though. Who you seen?
Man, that's too
you gotta go through get them VCR tapes in your basement.
That's right. I got a lot of VCR tapes that I have to go back and watch them. You know what I mean?
I ain't talking about no Rocky Marciano and all that shit.
Well, the type 5 heavyweight. Let me say Rocky Balboa, Drago. Man, I'll be naming that shit all night, man. I mean, it's a lot of motherfucking fight. You know, I go because I'm old enough to see Holyfield. Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Joe Frazier, Lennox Lewis, motherfucking Clint Scholes, and Holyfield Bowl. You know what I mean? George Foreman, Lloyd. That was a fight just like the fight we just watched. So
Holyfield,
you know
Michael Dokes. How about Holyfield, Michael Dokes? That was a good one. They rumbled.
You know Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Beat his ass. Y'all don't know I wasn't enough. I think I'm probably one of the dudes on here never was a Tyson fan.
Yeah, that's rare. That's rare.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, you wasn't never Tyson fan?
Never. Lennox Lewis, Vander Holyfield. That's it.
No, I was a Holyfield fan though. That's what I was.
Yeah, I was never.
Enthusiast. Ain't a man born from their mother who can beat the Gypsy King. Stop trying to use his words, nigga. I heard what he the one said it.
He trying to use that man's word.
You know what I mean? Hey. It's only one Tyson Fury. That motherfucker, man, gotta get props with that, man. He's one of the baddest mans out there, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Best fight since Bo Holyfield won.
Exactly.
I mean, Wilder was 100% improved. Street King. Heavyweight division now sucks. Tyson wouldn't beat any of the old cats. It's just the era doesn't have any good heavyweights. You know what? Before y'all came in, thank everybody for coming in. Can y'all hit the like button if y'all don't mind and subscribe? I asked Lou the same thing. Just now. I say, Lou, if Tyson Fury was back in the Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Razor Riddick, Buster Douglas, all the big men. You know what I mean? How was he fed? You know what I mean?
He would have been good, but he would have lost a couple fights.
Yeah, because you got big men that can box, man. You got Riddick Bowe, can change it up. You got Lennox Lewis. These guys that you just named, they're not one-dimensional fighters. Wilder is a one-dimensional fighter, so it's easy. Yeah, and then Wilder is very easy to script to because you know what he's going to do. Riddick Bowe, he got the uppercut, he got the jab, he got the left hook, he got footwork, he can box. Both of these guys was Olympic teams, so you got to look at it like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Man, he would have had to fight Lennox Lewis, man. Come on, man. Razor Ruddock back then, man. All these dudes can box and
motherfucker McCollum, motherfuckers like that, motherfuckers might just knock his ass out.
All these dudes got power. Hey, even David Tour, even though he wasn't that tall, Tommy Morrison, dudes, you know what I mean? It's been some good scrump back then, man. But these dudes now, like you said, they're not skillful fighters.
Yep.
Ain't none of them skillful, man. Only one skillful, I ain't gonna have to say it. Tyson Fury, juice up, that just moved up. You know what I mean? That's got real boxing skills as a heavyweight.
Yep, that can change up. Because you realize that Holyfield and Bo fight, the first one, when Bo changed up, it was a wrap. Because the fight was even for a while, but Bo changed up and started using that jab, setting him up with that uppercut. It was a wrap. And Fury hasn't faced anybody with a repertoire and the ring IQ with that size yet.
Yeah, exactly. He say Foreman, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson all would have dominated Fury. Yeah, it's easy to say. It's easy to say, you know.
Not no Mike Tyson.
I mean, it's easy to say Mike Tyson would have knocked his ass out. Mike Tyson just too back. The young Mike Tyson.
Man,
not the after jail Mike Tyson.
The Kevin Rooney Mike Tyson. The Kevin Rooney Mike Tyson. The Kevin Rooney.
Okay, I agree with the Kevin Rooney Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Because people always get. One time Lennox Lewis said, y'all got to start giving credit Mike Tyson for his ring IQ. He could really fight. He could box. I ain't gonna say he could box, but he had ring IQ and he knew how to put shit together. So give my man some credit, man. Tyson.
How old are you? 20 what? Do I need to come out the UK and bring my VHS tapes to this bullshit you talking?
What did he say?
Fury would be most past champions in my opinion. Your opinion. Leave it at that.
Yeah, you entitled to it, young fella.
Ryan Bowe, Lennox Lewis, and Ali would give him the most trouble. You know what I mean? I hear you. Too big. You know what I mean? But skillful fighters give him trouble too. The same people he fight that's like him, like the one Dylan White about to fight, Wallen, who can move around and jab and move his head and all that shit. You know what I mean? They give Tyson Fury problems. People who's not that skillful, that can stay right in front of him, and he can just put all that weight on him and, move away from them, the ones he can handle. Mike Tyson failed in every elite step up. Not when he was young.
Right, Kevin Rooney.
You talking about when he left, man. When he was young and wasn't dealing with Robin Givens and all that shit. Man, that man's a bad man. And I'm not a Tyson fan. You know what I mean? Because to me, could none of them niggas be a focused Landis Lewis. That was my boy, Landis Lewis.
Mhm.
Landis Lewis and Holyfield. That's it. I'm 31. Ain't that young. Oh, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So there's a lot going on, Lou. Let's finish getting these undercards, dude.
Let's go.
So we did the Helena. How about Jared Anderson, Lou? What you think of the little baby?
First
Big-
and foremost,
The little
you
baby.
said J. Rock and Hernandez?
No, Jared Anderson, little baby.
Oh, little baby. Oh, that was quick work, man. I didn't get a chance to see him what he could really do, man. It was over with before it started. He fucked that big Russian dude up, man. It was almost like the dude quit, man. But he got power. He got power, and I seen the signs of him being able to put stuff together in there. I would have liked to seen more, but like you say, the fight ended, what, the first and second round it was? Yeah, so he can punch. He can punch. He gonna be around for a while. He gonna be around.
Because quiet as kept, he supposed to be the one knock Fury out and Spawn. You know what I mean? So I think the heavyweight division is going to be getting better because it's going to be in good hands when everybody leaves.
Yep.
But that dude's going to be good, man. He's going to be good. You know what I mean? I don't know how good he's going to be, but he's going to be good, man. So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing him fight, you know, on these cards and shit.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to see a little more footage, but like you say, if you can get him out of there, get him out of there. Shit.
Exactly.
Do what you got to do.
Fury says Jared will be the next dominant American champion. Yeah, I totally agree. You can say it, man. He can fight, man. You know what I mean? Look, Jamal talking about the big baby, the steroid baby.
Yeah, we ain't talking about him. This dude, we talking about the young dude, Anderson.
And I like the little young dude yesterday. Yeah, I like him a lot. I like him a lot.
Fury main sparring partner for the last few years. Yeah.
Also, that's why he can speak. When he say that, he can speak on it through experience because he's been sparred with him for the last 2 years. And if the Gypsy King gives you a nod, then that's a hell of a nod. That's a hell of a nod.
And let me say this. The last one we're going to talk about before we go back and talk about something else. Did y'all see Shoo Colvinston? Our man, who we interviewed a month ago. Man, he was on the prelims. Young Shoo coming out from Brownsville, New York. Man, Young gonna be good, Mo. He gonna be good.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Look, I was trying to look at all the other little fights. And
it was on Twitter. You had to go on PBC on Fox on Twitter. They show all the prelim. He came out that motherfucker with Mike Tyson. Came with a white cutoff joint, had Brownsville in the back and some red shorts. Youngin can bang. He was impressing everybody because, you know, like remember Lou when he said when he was on Butter Entertainment with us, right? He said he could have went to the Olympics, but because of the COVID, he didn't.
Yeah. So he was an alternate. He became an alternate because they instead of using the 2020 results, they used the 2019 results. So,
exactly.
And we had to live with.
Mo, he was banging short. He got a lot of skill set, and they were saying top rank, PBC, match him. Y'all better get that motherfucker a blank check right now. Say, let us know what you want. He gonna be good, Mo.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Shoo, man. Congratulations on your first dub.
Exactly. Boston Dude said, "Yep, he got bags on potential." Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Lou Mo and everybody who listening, I say he the type of person that he remind me of Floyd. I think he should go if Floyd, you know, Floyd like them guys come out of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Floyd should try to sign that dude, man. You know what I mean? Floyd should try to sign him.
You talking about the little young who talking nice? I mean, talking like
he was talking about the plant.
No, Mo talking about the other. He talking about the second one, the other one. Mo, I know which one you talking about. It was the number one. Yeah, Mo said he talking all proper and shit.
Yeah, he was talking about that plant-based diet. He was talking about that
plant-based diet and food. Yeah. He fought first.
Oh, okay.
Man, he looks sharper than a motherfucker, Mo.
Dang, I'm gonna try to go back and see that, John.
Yeah, I really think he's gonna do something, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is the first time I watched a boxing match. I ain't had no horse in the race, stuff like that, even though I was rooting for Wilder and shit like that. But when Wilder lost, I wasn't mad. For some reason, I wasn't upset or nothing because he fought a hell of a fight and he lost to the. Sometimes, like you said, a motherfucker got your number.
Hey, look, like
He
you
lost
said,
to the
Lewis.
best guy.
Right. When one loses the two, what can you do?
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, what can you do? One loses the two, or if two beats one. These are the best two guys. You know what I'm saying? So either way you go, all you can look for and ask for is a hell of a fight, and that's what we got. That's exactly what we got.
Exactly. And look, y'all see this right here? 17 parlay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you see Tyson Fury at the bottom? Look, I don't be lying. You see Tyson Fury at the bottom? I got enough money. I can stay in Australia for 2 weeks, goddamn.
Parlay. Parlay.
So, you know, that just let you know I ain't be having no horse in the race. You know, your mind tell you something, but your heart tell you something different. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to be straightforward. You know what I mean? Ours was against Wilder. You know what I mean? He fighting a bigger, skillful, better man. He always had that one punch power that everybody say, you know, they only take one time, but Tyson Fury just a different human. That's a different motherfucker.
Tyson Fury is the motherfucker.
Man, he like a big ass T-Rex, man.
That Bam not to use his weight. Then Bam not use his weight and he can box, man.
He got it up here. Like boxing enthusiasts say, he's one of the most intelligent fighters you ever gonna see a heavyweight, man.
Yeah.
Never bet with your heart. Exactly. I tell people that shit all the time. You know what I mean? All these niggas telling me they putting 1,000, 2,000 on Wilder. I said, y'all niggas out y'all mind.
Right. That's because you want him to win. It's different when it's just different, man. You bet with your mind, not your heart.
Yeah, you got to bet with your mind these days. Shit.
Exactly, man. So we done with this. What's next, baby? What fight next? When Shakur and which kind of fight?
I think little Shakur and them fight next.
In 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I put 500 on Herring, baby.
Uh-oh. You gonna be able to buy your own island with this joint right here. If that comes through.
I like Shakur. That's my man. That's my new fighter. Him and Earl.
See, you see the art man dude on Twitter, Lewis. He taking a lot of I seen that shit, man, doing that crazy shit, making all the memes and shit, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, but I'm taking Herring for the upset, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, I got you in the books for that. I got you in the books.
You better don't let y'all don't let your heart get you fucked up.
Your heart will get your heart broke.
I'm telling you, don't be surprised if Herring and I might even put 100 on a knockout.
Ooh, that's brazen right there, big fella. That's brazen.
Shakur don't impress me no more. You never can say that bullshit he said.
Yeah,
I
got Shakur. I got Shakur in this one.
I like Shakur, man. He just learning, man. He gonna learn. I like him though. That's my man.
Yeah.
Him and Earl, man.
I got Shakur by late stoppers. He can't stop no fucking body. Get out of here.
Who was that?
Awesome enthusiast. Put that shit on the books, Lou. Put that shit in the books.
He said Shakur in 6.
Nah, he said late stoppage.
Man, alrighty then.
Once Herring hit that dude time,
he's still growing, man.
Hit that passing of the torch. Hey, look, watch Herring hit that nigga one time, Lou. He gonna start doing the Rigo.
Nah, Shakur learning, man. He's still growing and everything, man.
Yeah, just like Berlanger.
He's still learning.
Still learning and growing.
Slow him down. Pump the brakes. But I just think Shakur has enough over Herring too. I ain't saying it's gonna be easy, but I just think at the end of the day, I think he's gonna pull it out.
You know,
and I got to go back to the books and see because I predicted this fight a long time ago.
I'm gonna make my parlays, but I'm damn sure gonna put a $200-300 parlay on Herring. You know, what I mean, I just think that last fight showed a lot when he stopped Frampton and he been training. He's still out there training with Crawford and stuff like that. He getting better. He running mountains, running hills, and he, you know what I mean. He seemed like he's getting better with each fight. You know what I mean. Shakur last 2 fights wasn't impressive. Then the last fight he gonna talk about. Oh, I don't like to get hit. That's why I started moving. Get the fuck out of boxing then. You little pretty motherfucker.
Yeah, because you gonna get hit. Definitely gonna get hit.
Come on, laughing. Get your pretty ass out of bounds. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Dude stunned his ass. Oh, I got him. Oh, he hit 9,000.
Yeah,
They
Lauren.
They looked at him like, did you just say that?
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
That talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? If you're gonna talk shit and back it up, then do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like Rolly talking shit and he say he gonna back it up. We gonna see.
Only thing he gonna back up is to get on his back on that canvas. That's the only thing that's gonna back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like I told motherfucker keep calling me about this Porter and Terrence Crawford bet. I say bet that he don't knock Crawford out. They said, nah, we're gonna bet that Terrence Crawford win. I said, I'll tell you what. Why would I bet you $100, $200 that Terrence Crawford beat Porter when I can go on my site right here and put $200 on
and make more?
Porter? That's a plus 450 loser that will bring me $1,800. Come on, man. The fuck they do that at?
Hey, look, I don't think they be knowing what you be doing, man. Because if they did, they would.
Only nigga I bet straight up with this punk ass nigga on the phone and be winning my money right here in this booth that be winning my fucking money.
Hey,
Jamal, how that money feel?
I'm trying to wait for your man to come back and shit, man.
He funny as shit.
Fuck around with that nigga, man. I might start saving my money. I'll be rich as shit time he come back as a month.
I never realized Bud was that much bigger than Sean. He taller. So he ain't that much bigger. You know what I mean?
Sean is thicker. Yeah, Sean thicker and has more mass. He's a little.
Maybe Bud will get the stoppage. Bet. I don't. You better learn some PayPal or come on. I'll take them UK euros, whatever you got over there. I bet everybody in this motherfucker on the job keep thinking he gonna stop Sean Porter.
Nah, he ain't gonna stop Sean Porter.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes being the dog like Terrence Crawford is can be your worst nightmare.
You ain't stopping Sean Porter.
Trying to redeem yourself. Well, that's just like if you fight Earl Spence hit you and wobble you and shit like that, and you get up and come back and try to redeem yourself, your ass going to sleep. You better run around that motherfucking ring.
Yep. Hit that Rigo shit.
You better do that Rigo shit, man. But yeah, man, thank everybody for coming in, man. It was a wonderful show, you know what I mean? Thank everybody, Boston enthusiasts, and you know what I mean, Minnie Mill and
my man Cindy,
all that racist bullshit, you know what I mean?
But like we love you anyway, champ.
We love you anyway, baby. But don't bring that shit up in here, man. You know what I mean? Street beef, because you know you can talk it, but make sure you can receive it. Thanks, Street Beef and all, you know, everybody. What's her name, Lou? Antoinette?
Antoinette, my niece Boosh.
Thanks, Antoinette, boo. You know, my niece Boosh. You know what I mean? Mr. Man, you know what I mean? Real. You know,
everybody chimed in today, man.
Everybody who chimed in the comments. Thank all y'all for coming in, man. You know what I mean? Boston students don't know how to work the damn thing, Mo. So he come in.
He came in 2 times and went right back out, man.
Nah, nobody stops Porter. You right. Don't change now.
Yeah.
Bet.
Put that money.
Mo, didn't you say you like Crawford to stop it? We betting, right?
So Crawford?
Yeah, you didn't say you're gonna stop Sean Porter.
Nah, I ain't stopping Sean Porter.
I'm about to say,
you trying to lure him in.
Yeah, he caught up real quick. He was like, "Oh no, I ain't say that shit."
Yeah, I ain't say that shit like that. Sean Porter, little pit bull, that nigga keep on coming.
Yeah, so man, we appreciate all y'all for stopping in. And one more time for the road, we want to say farewell to.
Think my man running for president.
Hey, look.
You go wild a motherfucker face up that motherfucker shit.
That's what I thought he was going to do, yeah.
We want to say farewell to the man that's retired. You know what I mean? He had a hell of a career. And I think I'm about to put this picture to rest from now on. Thank you for all the memories.
We need to keep Thurman Jones, man. You know I mean? Farewell
to
his ass.
All the needles and all the doping and all that stuff you said you didn't do.
That's
we really appreciate you.
Never got caught.
Watch them bullets out there in Philippines, because you know they love that president out there, man. I just wish you a lot of luck.
They love Pacquiao too.
And well, champ. That you know what I mean. Look.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
APP keep Thurman.
Oh Lord, this nigga gonna come in late. Is that Manny? that Conqueror Thurman, that Conqueror Thurman.
That's right. Yeah, that's him.
What's up, Jose?
Man, screw Jose.
That's my guy.
That nigga come in late talking that bullshit. Fuck Jose talking that shit. Look, y'all send me $20 cash out, make me not cuss you out. Yeah, that was man. I just retired this picture, Jose. I was retiring this picture, man. He's one of he's Jamal's favorite fighter. He did good. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll retire this dude one day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I got that Valdez tea. It all good.
That motherfucker eat all the meat. That's the meat eater right there.
Yeah.
and last but not least, just for Jose and Jamal.
Look, you should see the picture I put up on Facebook. You know the joke with Martin Ford, motherfucker.
Tommy Hearns.
Oh no!
Oh, y'all niggas wrong as shit, man.
Jose, look, Jose. We do that show every morning at 11 o'clock. I ain't talking about no motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. I'll hit the button on your ass so quick. You know what I mean?
All right, go.
But you know what? I will say this before we go. Because we don't talk about sports no more on on our podcast unless it's a sports talk show. It's not how you start. Jose.
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish. That's all I'm going to say about it. Hey, Mo, tell her, it's not how you start.
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish.
And it's always an accident waiting to happen.
Hey,
so since we talking about finishing,
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I know you is. We closing the show. My last.
What you got to think about the last thing what happened this weekend, Lou?
Man, epic. I know we was just talking about football. I'm about to push that to the side. We talking boxing. Yeah, we talk. Yeah, we pushing that to the side. I want to talk boxing. I want to say that these two warriors, man, they laid their health on the line this weekend, man. Heavyweights throw the hardest punches, and them be the guys that you see walk around punch drunk. And I say that to say, man, two warriors put their lives on the line just to entertain us, man. And I thank both of them, man. Either way, people came and chimed in on the podcast with stuff that was talking about stuff outside the ring. That's cool. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But what I'm saying is, I appreciate boxing, and I appreciate the fight that we just witnessed. It was epic, and it's nothing else to say about it, man.
Maul, you got any last comments about that shit this weekend? A lot of good shit.
I mean, just like you said, man, that was a hard. It was a war, and I can respect. That's what I respect about the fight, because it was a war. They wanted to, each one of them wanted to knock each other motherfucking head off. It went all the way 11 rounds and shit, man. Nobody wasn't expecting that don't go 11. And they fought, they rumbled. They rumbled. You know what I'm saying? The better man won, man. The better boxer. He won. Both of them had heart, though. Both of them got up more than twice.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think Jose trying to get me to talk about them cowgirls, but it ain't gonna happen. Thanks for the $10 cash app, champ. You know what I mean? If you got anything to say about the weekend fight, let's do it, or we out of here. You know what I mean? And I think, man, it was a hell of fights this weekend, man. About what Marlon, about 5-6 months down the road, we thought Boston was in a fucked up situation because of all these YouTubers and all these people that were fighting each other and shit like that. Old people fighting each other and shit like that, man. But nah, man. Boston is just built. Boston is, man, is on its morals, man. We got a lot of good motherfucking fights coming up, man. Yeah. I just can't wait, man. You know what I mean? Would we see the next upset? Can Plant pull a motherfucking man? I'm about to say Wilder, but he lost. My fault.
Can he pull a Usyk?
Can he pull a Usyk? Can he box like Fury to get out of Canelo? You know what I mean? So we got a lot of motherfucking fight. But I really am thinking about, I wasn't going to go because I got so much shit lined up. Like I'm going to DR on my birthday. I really think about going to that motherfucking Porter Crawford fight, man. I think that's going to be a fight for the ages, man. And last but not least, I was humbled by two warriors who left a part of themselves in the ring all I could say was thank you.
That's it. And that's exactly what I just said, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That what everybody said. That was all the Twitter people said. You know what I mean? I don't think you're gonna see a fight like that in a long time as far as heavyweights, man. 5 knockdowns and shit like that. I thank Tyson Fury and I thank Deontay Wilder for entertaining us, man. And you know, on that shit, man, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, man. You know, I'm going in here and watch some football and eat me some food and do what I gotta do, man. Talk to you guys later.
All right,
peace, y'all.
Fuck out.
If you give it to me, I'll give it to you.